Hello guys, JW Tifa here, and we are actually doing a speed build. This is like the first time ever me actually uploading a speed build. I've done speed builds before for like other let's plays and stuff, but never actually fully fruitioned them. Yeah, that's the word I'm gonna use. Okay, anyway, the name of this house is Mint Gardens, and if you guys watch my Not So Berry Legacy Let's Play, then you're probably already very familiar with the house, because I think we're up to like part 5, and I have not, like, I literally have had this recorded before I even started the Let's Play, but I haven't got around to going back and making audio for it over the speed build. So it's taken a little while, and then I had to and then I was just like too engrossed in playing the game to actually have any interest in doing the audio for the speed build. Anyway, as you can see right now, I'm just playing around with walls and getting the foundation started and trying to figure out kind of what I want to do, because I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted before I jumped into the build. I was just like, okay, we're gonna do this now. I knew that I needed mint, like minty stuff, because in case you don't watch my Let's Play and you're not familiar with the challenge rules, and you just watched this because you saw a speed build and you were like, hey, this looks interesting, I want to watch them build this, which is perfectly fine. Each generation has like a color that they have to or like a color scheme that they kind of have to follow, either with like clothes or hair or makeup or furniture or whatever. So in the Not So Berry Legacy, the first generation is mint, and there's a very minty theme. So if you do not like mint, you're probably not gonna like the speed build very much. This is me, and I honestly, like, looking at it now, I'm like, what was I thinking? Because I go back and I change like the color of the stairs and the color of that floor pattern and just everything. Because like I said, I just kind of jumped into it blindly. I didn't really know what I was going for. I love that door, by the way. And then that comes from Get Together. I saw this wallpaper and my mind was like, okay, definitely not on the outside, but I was like, I gotta have it. Because the circles are like a mint color, but the wall itself is like purple. It's really like 70s retro-y, so I was like, I gotta go for it. Now I'm looking for something to place on the outside. Also, sorry if the video seems like really fast. Like, while I was playing around with the walls and stuff, I was like, this is just boring. And as you can see, I'm still kind of like, I don't know what I want to do with the layout. I was not happy with it necessarily, and I wanted to build something kind of small. I'm using cheap lights because even though in the challenge rules, which I'll try to remember to post a description for the rules down at the bottom again, they're also in the first part of my Not So Berry Legacy. I ended up moving that from where it was because I kind of like the open spot in the front, because I was like, oh, I could do like a cute little garden in the front and the back or something, or have like a cute just gardeny area. So I ended up moving that to the bedroom anyway, and then it's gonna turn into a secret lab area anyway, so it ended up working out like perfectly. Because in the Generation 1 Mint, she's a scientist, and so I felt like she needed her kind of like her own little space. And I'm just picking out literally all the wallpapers I picked out are mint. I was like, you know what, it's gonna end up being a little overwhelming, but at the same time, like, there was just so many cool things to choose from. Yeah, that one was a little too wild, so I ended up just putting it in the living room because I felt like it was better in the living room than the kitchen. The theme is pretty much strictly mint and white, because I couldn't figure, nothing else really looked good with it. Actually, the bedroom, which I'm actually very happy with this build. I think I did a pretty good job, or else I probably wouldn't be uploading it, which is why a lot of my speed builds didn't get uploaded, because later I went back and I was like, I'm not happy with this. And I just, like, my Sims continued to live in it or continued to function in it, but I was just like, no, I could have done better, and I'm not, like, interested in uploading it for you guys. But this one I was pretty happy about. The bedroom actually gets a purple theme, which you guys will see a little bit later when I finally get to it. This is me expanding the bathroom because I was like, whoa, that's way too tiny. And it also becomes the only way you can get to the bedroom, which doesn't bother me since it's a single bedroom anyway, or just the master bedroom slash bathroom. So the bathroom's conveniently located where, you know, you can go to the bathroom if you visit, but you're not necessarily going into the room, if that makes sense. I kind of liked it. And then her laboratory is behind this secret bookcase because, of course, it's got to be a secret laboratory, right? And considering it's in her bedroom, which you have to go through the bathroom to get to, I was like, it just works out perfectly. Okay, it takes me forever to kind of figure out the bed I wanted to use. See, there's the purple. I really liked the way that purple comforter looked. I thought it just looked amazing. I had a layout plan, and then I was like, wait, I want a dresser. And so then I'm like fumbling around with the doors, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But the bedroom's just too small, and there wasn't anywhere for it to fit. And the sad part is I have room. I could expand it, and I probably will end up expanding it because right now, I mean, she's the only one that can even get in the bed anyway, which is going to be awkward later on when, you know, we're inviting people over to stay the night and such. Bathroom's pretty standard. I ended up going with the more expensive shower because I always will. It takes them too long to take a shower in the cheap shower. Like, I just do not have the patience to wait for them to take a shower for like 40 in-game minutes. I'm just like, please, come on, hurry up. But yeah, everything I did was cheap, which is a little bit different than other Let's Players if you're watching their series and stuff. Because the rules do not explicitly state, like, they even tell you, they're like, you know, when you're starting out and you build the house or whatever, unlike most legacy challenges or whatever, where you start from rock bottom and you have, like, no money and you have to build yourself up, the house you have, you know, you can work with. And money cheats, they're like, is not really a big deal as long as you don't, like, go crazy with it. They don't want you to, you know, be, like, filthy rich or anything the first time. But I like having my Sims work, especially with legacy challenges, because it's so much fun. I mean, by the time you get in like 4th or 5th generation anyway, you're kind of like rolling in money that you're never going to use anyway. And I figured we'll have her, you know, work up money, and then by 2nd or 3rd gen, then maybe we'll, you know, be living a little bit better. But I really wanted to have like a good starter home. So this is, that's why I keep opening the info too, in case you guys are going to are starting to get annoyed. Like, why are you still opening that? I'm trying to check and see how much money I've spent already and how much I have left to spend. I think I keep the house at like 17 or 18,000, something like that. I mean, it is a little bit pricier, and like you'll have like no money when your sim gets into the house, but it's fully furnished and fully functional, and it's even complete with that lab area, so you could kind of like get rid of stuff or get rid of that room if it wasn't necessary for your needs at the time. Or turn it into, you can even turn it into another bedroom, but I would probably recommend moving the room again to a different location than outside of the master bedroom. But yeah, I really just wanted her to work for things, and so I made the house like a cute little starter house that is very minty themed. I spent forever trying to figure out a table I liked. And as you can see, the couch is white, the table's white, the TV's as white as possible. Like, there's a lot of white going on. But the house turned out really cute. I think it looks really good. And I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to have my sim live in it and just expand it, or if we'll be moving. I'm not sure. I'm not tired of the house yet, so I guess that's a good thing. I tried to fit a radio on here forever because I wanted her to have something else kind of like fun to do besides just TV. But the radio wouldn't fit, so I ended up putting that cute, like, plants. We ended up getting a desk, so she's got the TV and the computer now. As I was able to get the computer, because look at the cheap chairs we're using. I know this does look kind of like claustrophobic, like super tight between the table and the chair, and it did bother me for a little bit. but she functions just fine, so I think everything worked out. I had to buy the Elements display because that's part of the thing. She has to complete the Elements collection. So I was like, that's going to go perfectly in her little lab. And no, there is no wallpaper on it. I still think to this day there's no wallpaper in that lab because I couldn't figure out. I wanted it to look like a lab, you know? I wanted some Dexter's Laboratory up in here. Like, I didn't know necessarily what I wanted, so I was like, I'm just gonna leave it kind of blank because I think it looks kind of good. Also, guys, forgive me, I'm bad at roofs. I just have not figured out really how to work roofs in. So if it looks like I did a terrible job, it's probably because I did. So forgive me. I'm still definitely building on my building skills. And if you watch any of my Let's Plays, it's always like, yeah, I downloaded this off the gallery because I just suck. And you guys are such fantastic creators. Why would I like waste time, you know? But I was really in the mood to build, and I guess I had watched a lot of speed builds that people had been uploading of their Not So Berry Legacy, and I was like, I gotta do it. Even though the Let's Play is super popular now, so that I could probably just type in Not So Berry and find all sorts of mint houses and stuff like that. But it's also hard to find anything when you don't have custom content. I have not downloaded custom content. I'm not like anti-custom content because honestly, I did before my computer had a complete meltdown and died tragically. I had tons of custom content. And I think that was part of the reason that my laptop was having such an issue with the game. So I've just kind of shied away from it. And I haven't downloaded any since I started actually recording The Sims 4. I've kept everything kind of like just basic in-game stuff. So yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just like trying to make sure. I'm just trying to keep my game running at full functionality. I might eventually break down and re-download it again. I'm almost sure I will. I haven't talked about the speed build hardly at all. So yes, I went with the dark brown windows because frankly the white was just too much, and I didn't like the black, but I thought the brown looked really good and it really matched the outside. And I love the way the stairs look now with the dark wood flooring. I think that looks so much better. A lot of the mint I used was not just for the wallpaper, but then I started adding flowers and stuff, and they're all like super minty, so it's super cute. I'm really happy with the outside. I could probably have done more landscaping, but at the same time, like I said, I was trying to keep the money at a lower price range. I really like the sunflowers. They look so cute over there. I forgot to take pictures of the build. So my original plan was to take pictures and post them into, or tag them at the end so you guys could see pictures of them. But since I didn't do that, oh well. On the bright side, I have the Let's Plays up. So any of the inside of the house that you want to see, just watch my Let's Plays and you'll see them. Now I'm just picking out traits, which I talk about in the Let's Play. So I'm going to wrap this video up here, guys, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!